It's a small world. I'm here every Tuesday, answering your dumb questions. This is Bike Bite. Today we're going to follow up on last week's live stream. Dr. Brady Smith is going to talk to us about those 50 one-star reviews he got in under 48 hours as a result of something he said that a small group of people didn't like in one of his podcasts. Gosh, that was really stressful. I think at the end of it, we need to make sure it is an overall positive for the guy, because if not, then people like him and me are not going to make content for y'all to watch or listen to in his case. Here's the review.
The bottom line is the people who experience our practice. I mean, here's the thing. I'll leave with this point.
Okay.
When I got 51-star reviews, I rallied my patients and I said, hey, this is what's happening. I could really use a review right now. And in my entire 10-year career, I have never asked for a review from a patient. Never, not a single time. And in one day, in a 6-hour shift, I got 9 patients to leave me 5-star positive reviews. So when you go to Google, the Google page, you'll see that my review, my score hasn't dropped all that much because I got as many people to give me 5-star reviews that left me 1-star reviews simply by the seeds of kindness that I've been implanting my entire career.
Yeah.
And while I know I come off abrasive on the podcast and immature and unprofessional, I can assure you my patients adore me, overwhelmingly so. And how could I get 20 to 25 good reviews in a week unless that was the case? So I think that gets overlooked too. Like, clearly they think I'm buying these reviews. They think my friends are all doing it. They think some of them have suggested this in their reviews, but it's not true. My patients are leaving me reviews because I'm asking them to leave me reviews because they've experienced my office and they know exactly what the experience is like. Yeah, so the only thing that's really disheartening about the whole having these 1-star reviews is that it distracts from the real purpose of the Drill with Dr. Brady podcast, which is to bring free dentistry to as many people as possible. We give away $500 of free dental work every single episode to our listeners. We also do every 6 months, we open it up to full, comprehensive, full mouth giveaways where we're doing $30,000 cases, $50,000 cases, and we're doing them for free on people who could never dream. These people don't make $50,000 in 2 years, let alone be able to dump that on their teeth. So, and what's really disillusioning is that all these people who left 1-star reviews had to listen to that before they got to the part about perio charts and superdental scaling, where they got
about it
so
a little bit at the beginning, and then you talk a lot about it at the end. But those people were so angry, or maybe they were skipped. I mean, it's kind of hard to skip through a podcast. It's a little easier with the video because you get the frames. I can't do it on I would have had to listen to your part about the charity, then still thought, I'm going to give this man a 1-star review because I think the fact he does spot probing is bad. Screw the charity.
Correct.
It's a good point.
So, and so the idea is they had to step over that to get to where they were really angry about, and to see that that perio charting is such a big deal to them. Some of them flat out believe that not hiring a hygienist is illegal, which is just simply ignorant.
Oh, did any of the reviews say that? They thought it was illegal to not have a hygienist?
Some of the reviews reflected that belief. Yeah, some of the reviews, if you go on the Comfort Dental Chemist Google review page, you see what they all write, and some of them will say, he doesn't hire a hygienist, this is illegal, you can't do that, report him, file a board complaint. They say throw the book at this guy because they doesn't hire a hygienist.
Yeah,
they don't believe that dentists are capable and qualified to do their job.
Yeah. One of my past jobs was I worked at a kids-only place, and they did not employ a hygienist, and they had the assistant do everything with the cleaning they could, and then they would pull me from an operatory, come scaled here, and here. I mean, it's definitely something that corporate dentistry builds into their business model.
But I am super proud of Drill the Dr. Brady podcast and what we're doing. We're getting dentists all over the United States to volunteer. to help out so we can spread these free cases that we do all over the place. We're in the process of negotiating some financial fundraising options so that we can hire staff, a full-time staff for the podcast to really start brokering the relationships between people who are in need and people who want to help those people in need.
Yeah, that's really great. And I want to help you spread the word about that.
I appreciate that. Yeah. And so right now, if you're listening to this and you want to make a nomination, the way that we do this is through a nomination process where you nominate someone that you think is needing the work, and we'll consider them for our free giveaways. We're open the entire month of November to these giveaways, and you can just nominate anyone. The only rule is you can't nominate yourself, but you can nominate anybody else, and you can email that nomination to drilledpodcast@gmail.com.
Well, I'm going to put links down below with all the information you give me too.
Yeah, great.
Well,
yeah. So as we're experiencing this viral growth on our podcast, I don't think it's going to be sustained, because I don't think the people who are listening are going to be long-term listeners, unfortunately. But it's interesting that the viral growth doesn't come from me giving away a $50,000 case for free. The viral growth comes from people being upset about perio charts. That's what it comes from. And that's where it's stemming from. And right now I'm being told that my name and my business and my podcast are all over all the hygiene forums on Facebook, which I'm not a part of and don't have access to, so I can't see that. But that's the saddest part about all of this, is that it's such a distraction from the good that we're trying to accomplish. And the 50 number, the 50 comes from kind of a total. I think on Google there was like 30. On Facebook there was about 20. Yelp there was about 3 to 5. And so yeah, all in all, it's right in the ballpark between 50 and 60 bad 1-star reviews.
I feel like Google
and a lot of those overlap.
One,
so a lot of those people would go leave a bad Google review, leave a bad Facebook review, and leave a bad Yelp review.
So 3 reviews from one person.
Yeah, potentially they could leave a bad review on every platform that exists if they want to. And then, I got some bad reviews on my iTunes, like my podcast, like actual, like legitimate podcast reviews. You know what? I try to choose the most interesting topics. I know that my opinions are not shared by everyone, and so there's going to be people who are upset. But what's baffling is how quick people are to just be offended. I mean, just to be offended, and the actions that they take are. I mean, you think if they're successful, if they actually are going to carry out what they're trying to carry out, it would be that patients don't come and see me anymore, and that I would, go bankrupt.
Well, their goal is to financially hit you, and because of the speed of social media, they can type out a bad review 3 times on their phone before they even think, hold on a second, this isn't a nice thing I'm doing.
Yeah, and so I try to be empathetic, and I think for the most part, my overwhelming feeling is empathy towards these individuals who I feel like are so mad inside that they feel like this is the only outlet that they have.
Right. Well, I felt like
and so they swing. I mean, shots. They shoot. The shots have been fired.
Yeah,
and
it was definitely an overreaction. I felt like some of the things you said might have prompted someone to write a comment and say, I vehemently disagree, and this is why. But nothing you said was outright wrong or outlandish, and I would find it hard.
I went through and I had to make a correction, because I did say that my dental assistants scale super gingivally.
Yeah.
But that was a misspeak.